In this video, I'm going to give you 5 brain fog and productivity hacks that I've used as a college professor. And stick around to the end for a bonus scheduling tip that really helped my focus and productivity. If you ever sat down to write or work and just felt like your brain is just stalled, you're in the right place. It's like, nothing's clicking, nothing's working. I've been there too. And as a college professor, my brain is one of my most important assets. I've had plenty of those days where I'm lecturing, trying to grade papers, I'm in meetings, and the brain fog just kind of hits me like a brick wall. I'd walk in a classroom, I'd try to give a lecture, and I couldn't even remember what I was talking about. That's when I knew brain fog wasn't just annoying, it was wrecking my ability to work, to focus, to teach, and to think clearly. And I had to go down some deep rabbit holes, biohacking, detoxing, and trying basically everything I could think of to try to get my brain back. And after years of experimenting, I found a handful of simple brain fog and productivity hacks that actually work. Today I'm going to share my top 5 with you. Hey, I'm Ryan, a college professor turned biohacker, and I help leaders, entrepreneurs, and parents over 40 reclaim their brains. Let's go. First up, morning sunlight and movement. This one is so simple, but it's so profound and effective. Before I touch my phone or laptop in the morning, I try to get outside. 10 minutes, light walking. All it takes is a little bit of time to start developing this habit. Also, keep your cell phone on airplane mode first thing in the morning for at least half an hour after you wake up. That combination of sunlight, movement, staying away from the phones and the electronics, it's going to flip the brain switch from sleep mode to focus mode, and it's going to signal to your circadian rhythm to get back on track. When you get back from your walk, bust out a gratitude journal. Start gratitude journaling first thing in the morning. And if you're like me, I also like to spend some time in prayer and reading God's word. This combo really puts me in the right frame of mind for the day. And if you're thankful, it's really hard to be stressed or anxious about anything else when you're in that gratitude mindset. I'll also use my gratitude journal to jot down any other things that I just want to get on paper quickly or want to get out of my brain to sort of cage that monkey in your brain, as Tim Ferriss would say. If you don't have a gratitude journal, check out the link in the description. I put a link there for one that I really enjoy using, and I think you guys will probably like it too. Number 2, I used to pound coffee right out of bed. This is not really the best idea. It messes with your cortisol, and it definitely will cause a crash later in the morning. Now, first thing I try to do when I wake up is to hydrate. I get some electrolytes, a really good sea salt, magnesium, potassium, then coffee about an hour later. Try to find a mycotoxin, mold-free, clean, organic coffee. You're gonna find that that's gonna feel much better on your brain. And if your coffee is causing you anxiety, it could be because of that. Actually, here I have some coffee with me. Let me just take a quick sip. And then I'll also take my focus stack of a few supplements that really get me going for the day. I've got a video about this one in the description if you want to check it out. Number 3, my day's broken into 20-minute focus blocks with a 5-minute movement break. These little exercise snacks are really powerful throughout the day. Lecture, prep, grading, writing, admin work, all these things get done in these little 20-minute chunks. After 20 minutes, I get up and move, maybe stretch, grab a kettlebell that I keep around my office, and I do what you would call greasing the groove. You'd be surprised how this little movement throughout the day has a great impact on your blood sugar, and using a kettlebell periodically throughout the day, or doing some pull-ups or some push-ups, this can really improve your strength overall. Now here's the key. During this 5-minute downtime, you give your brain time to think about the task at hand, and the movement makes you more focused and productive. You may have heard this called the Pomodoro technique. On a side note, I actually thought that I created this myself. Then I realized somebody had already come up with it and made it popular. Great minds think alike. Make sure you literally set a timer for this one though. You'll find that the timer really helps you focus on getting as much done as possible in that time. And then you get right back to work when you see that 5 minutes is over. Number 4 is a simple but highly effective one. Avoid a carby, high-carb breakfast. This is gonna give you total brain fog. It was definitely a brain fog trigger for me. I either fast until noon or I do something like OMAD on days where I have to lecture, or especially where I'm in front of an audience and I'm speaking a lot and I really need my brain to fire on all cylinders. You wanna go high protein in the morning with your breakfast, get some fat as well, eggs, avocado, maybe some bacon, something along those lines. Keep it simple, find something you like and just go with that. No energy crash, just clean, steady focus. Try this just for a week. I promise you, you will feel the shift. Number 5, at least 4 to 5 times a week, I hit the sauna or cold plunge. Side note, if you don't have a cold plunge, hit the cold shower. If you don't have a sauna, one of my favorite, most easily accessible tools to use is an infrared sauna blanket. I put a link for both of the ones that I like to use in the description, and they're very budget friendly. In my opinion though, cold showers are way harder than cold plunges. Massive props to anyone who can power through a cold shower. That takes a lot of mental fortitude. With that hot water knob only an arm's length away, it's just way too easy for me to turn that water to warm in the morning. In my opinion though, the cold plunging benefits also have something to do with the fact that you aren't just immediately submerged in that cold water if you're taking a cold shower. But it can be a great starting point, so give it a try if you don't want to fully invest in a cold plunge yet. I do think you experience a lot of benefits from that full cold water submersion though, and it will definitely clear the mental cobwebs fast. It also seems to help with anxiety, gives you a great dopamine boost. It's like rebooting your brain, and if you need a pick-me-up throughout the day, just jump in the cold plunge quickly, 30 seconds even. I guarantee you it'll be better than a cup of coffee. Cold plunging is one of the biggest bangs for your buck when it comes to biohacking, because it takes such a short amount of time to see the benefits from it. Even just 2 minutes a day in a cold plunge is going to have immense benefits for you. Just remember, after you do a cold plunge, let your body warm up naturally, and you want to get all the benefits from that, from your body warming itself back up. Don't just go jump right into a hot shower afterwards. All right, time for a bonus tip, and this one is more around productivity and scheduling. Schedule your meetings and brainless tasks like responding to emails and things like that for the afternoon. Now, I guess I shouldn't say that a meeting is a brainless task. Hopefully you're in productive meetings, but generally those things tend to be better for me in the afternoon because I want to save my mornings for my deep focused work. And as another bonus, schedule everything in your day. Schedule your workout, schedule your meetings, schedule your creative time. Budget your day just like you would budget your finances. The term deep work was coined by Cal Newport, and this refers to anything where you need focused, uninterrupted blocks of time for creative work. One of my favorite concepts around deep work is the idea of makers versus managers schedule. This concept basically says that makers need large blocks of uninterrupted time to get those creative tasks complete. They need to get into that flow state. The manager schedule, as you might imagine, is more about blocks of time throughout the day. Usually 2-hour long meetings. The worst thing for a maker is a meeting scheduled right in the middle of their creative time, which completely knocks you out of your flow state. So make sure you guard this time carefully. Now, brain fog doesn't have to own your day. These are simple hacks that will help you go from foggy to focused and productive. And if they work for me, a college professor buried in grading and lectures, they can work for you. If this video helped, please give it a like. And if you're feeling really generous, hit that subscribe button for more ways to unlock mental clarity and dominate your day. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. And if you want to dive deeper, check out my video on 3 tips on how to cure brain fog for good.